Hello children, I'm your teacher Mrs. Rosemary Rajdudhat. And as we are learning about water, we have seen how water is stored and which water is safe for drinking. We have also seen in the last lesson what is potable water, and we need to consume potable water to keep ourselves healthy. Now moving ahead to the next lesson from the EVS Part 1 textbook, lesson number 5. We are going to learn the lesson Water for Every Household. We have already learned about the different methods of storing water. Even in our houses, we see that different containers are used for storing water. We have to store water in the house so that we can get it when we need it. We need to collect water in the house and keep, because when we are thirsty, when we want to cook, we need to use that water. Early in olden days, or even from that till now, different pots are used. Like or earlier, they used to use brass and copper pots as well as earthen pots were used to store water. Nowadays, we use steel pots, we use plastic pots, and also people also used to build tanks in their houses. And nowadays, we see that there are steel or plastic is also used to make storage of water in different containers for storing water. We use all these different storing water methods in our house. We use different containers to store water. Now, in this lesson, today we are going to learn two main important points. The first point is care of drinking water, and the second point is water supply for a human settlement. We are going to see these two main points from this lesson, that is water for every household. So let us turn to the first point, that is care of drinking water. The water we drink should be safe and potable to ensure good hygiene. If we consume contaminated, means I had told you last time also, contaminated means dirty water. It can cause diseases. With that dirty water, when we drink it, we might fall sick, and we might also cause diseases in our body. So we need to take special care of the water we store for drinking and cooking. We should not keep it open like this. The container wherever we keep water, we should never keep it open. We should always close the and cover the containers. The water we are drinking from those containers, we need to cover those containers. And when we cover the water, the containers, this prevents or not allow any dust and other rubbish from entering the water. If the lid is open, if the container is open, any dust can enter, any rubbish can enter in the water. So we should always see that the containers are covered. They are closed with something, with plate or some lid. We should always use the lid on the containers and cover the water. And also one thing important, children, we must always remember that we must never dip our hand while taking water, because the dirty or the dirt on our hands can enter the water. We should never dip our hand in the containers because our hands are dirty and that dirt can enter the water. So once we take the water with the uh, handle or the dipper, it is called as a dipper. The spoon with a handle is called as a dipper. So we should use a dipper, and that also with a handle, not to dip a hand and take it out. We should use a dipper and take the water, and as soon as we take water, we have to cover the container with the lid at once. Otherwise, the best thing to do is to have a tap for the vessel, for the container. We should always have tap so that we can take the water from the tap itself. In this way, it prevents water contamination, means the water will be clean. We can prevent it from becoming dirty. And always we have to see that the container is washed properly before refilling the water. If we take such care, drinking water remains clean. Some people say or believe that yesterday's water becomes stale. Stale means, what is the meaning of stale? Stale means shida. It becomes stale. No, the water doesn't get stale. It doesn't get stale. But when we are refilling the vessels, or once you must have observed in your house, your mummy is refilling the vessel. She's taking out the water, yesterday's water, and she's cleaning the vessel, washing the vessel, and putting new water or fresh water. So that water can also be used. We should not throw that water. Actually, the water doesn't become stale. So no need of throwing it away, but we can use that water for other purposes. Instead of throwing and wasting that water, we can use it for other purposes. What other purposes can we use? Example, now see what this old grandmother is doing. She's washing vessels. We can use this water for washing vessels. Washing clothes. We can use that water for washing clothes. And also, we can use water for watering the plants. So that water can be used for all these things. We should not waste the water. See, nowadays we see that large cement or plastic tanks are installed on the roofs of big buildings. Even you all must have seen, or you also must be having big tanks on your houses, on the roof of your houses. And these tanks have got many pipes connected to them, and those pipes are connected to the buildings, and those pipes are from the tank, it is connected to the buildings. Now see, there are so many apartments, there are so many flats there, but the different pipes are connected to all the flats, where it is connected, the pipes are connected to the kitchen, to the bathroom, and also in the toilets. You have got taps in the toilets, bathroom, isn't it? So whenever you need water, you just on the tap and you get the water. But this water is coming from the big tank which is on top of your house roof. Flat system also has got many pipes in that. So this water you get from the big tanks which is already on the house, top of the house. Now from where do this water come in that tank? You must be observing, you must be thinking that from where does the water come in that tank? which is on the roof of your house. So that is the second point we are going to learn. That is water supply for human settlement. Now this children, there is a water supply done to the tank which is on top of your house roof. Now see, the lakes, the rivers, the reservoirs are our sources of water. The main source is rain, and through that rain the water is collected in the river, lakes, tanks, bore wells. These are the sources of water. They are very far from our houses. We cannot go and collect water from there. Yes, our houses are very far from these lakes and rivers. It is very difficult, and it may be not safe also for drinking. We don't know. So what they have done is, there is a large supply of water near the settlements. Means there is a large supply of water near the settlements. Means there is a purification center. Water purification center. For example, children, now you can see, you are living in Jaisingpur. If you are living in Jaisingpur, there is a Krishna river. And just near that river, there is a purification tank there. Purification center, where the water is purified, where the water is made clean. It is made safe, and it is purified in this purification center. You can see in the image, it's the image of the Jaisingpur Krishna river. And once this purification center, from this center, through big pipes, it is made safe for drinking. So this is called as purification of water. See children, there are two things now here you have to understand. Okay, there is a large supply of water near a settlement, means there is a purification center. Water is brought through a big pipes and is made safe for drinking. This is called purification of water. And the second concept is, the arrangements are made to distribute water to all the towns and cities. This is called distribution of water. So now here you have to understand is that from the purification center, the arrangements are made to the towns or the cities to distribute water with various pipes. And that distribution is done to the tank near the house. You must have seen that in some areas there are tanks very close to the houses, big cement tanks. Yes, such type of tanks you must be seeing. And these tanks are at very high height. They are very tall, on top. They are very top. It's on a very high height. And we know that water flows downwards. Okay, and through these tanks the machines are used for filling these tanks on top. From the purification center, the water is brought through pipes in this nearby tanks, and machines are used for filling water. They are called as pumps. Pumps are used to fill these big tanks. And you know that pumps run on diesel or electricity. The pump that is used, some of you must be having motors in your house. When your mummy switches on the motors, the water is lifted up in the tank on the roof. So same way, to fill these big tanks, to run the pumps, they use diesel or electricity. Now the water from these tanks are supplied through big pipe into smaller pipes. See, big pipes into smaller pipes. and again into smaller pipes which take water to every house. See the system, how it is going on, how the water is coming. Okay, first the source of water is through the rain. Okay, you must be understanding from where the water is coming. The water that you learnt about the water, that it has to be safe. We need to drink potable water, we need to store water. But from where is the supply done? You must be understanding now. To make it more clearly, you will understand through this picture. See, the main source of water is from the rain, and from there it is in the lake, rivers, oceans, and from there it goes to the purification center. The water with the big pipes is connected to the purification center, and from that purification center there is a small house which has got a pipe connected to the water tower, and from that water tower there is another pipe which is going to this flats, this building, and there is another pipe which is connected to all these houses, and through these pipes you get water in your bathroom, you get water in your toilets, you get water in your kitchen. Yes, you all get water, and this water is from the municipality. Okay, municipality, and this water you use it for your daily use. Now this is a journey of water from source to home. Okay, even today in some places people do not get sufficient water for their daily use. You must be getting water every day. The municipality must be sending water. There are timings. Yes. And the person comes and on the tap there, and the water comes in your house, and mummy fills all the pots, all the tanks. Every day you must be getting water. But there are some places where they don't get sufficient water for their daily use, to wash their clothes, for drinking. For all these things, they must be not getting water. So they draw the water from the wells or bore wells for use at home. Even at some places, water is supplied by transporting it by tankers. See in this picture, you can see the tanker is there, and the water supply is done by this water tanker. Now, see, children, it's very, very important that human beings cannot live without water. It is necessary to have a source of water as close as possible to our place. The water is very important. We need water. So we should have some source. Okay, possible close to our place. In olden days, cities grew on the bank of big rivers. The in olden days they used to build their houses very close to the rivers, big rivers at the bank of the rivers. There are many such cities in our country. Example, now see here I have given you all the examples. You note it down in your notebook. Delhi is the capital of our country. It is situated on the banks of the river Yamuna in North India. Patna on the banks of river Ganga in Bihar. Nasik in Maharashtra on the banks of Godavari, and Jaisingpur is on the bank of Krishna river. So the water is very, very important, children. Many people are working in water purification, storage, and distribution departments. Electricity or diesel are used to run the machines. Lot of money is spent for this work. Through all these efforts, we get safe and potable water to drink. See, children, we should really understand through this lesson. We can understand that how much water is important, and that water to get in a house, like the supply of water in a house, from where it's coming, and how many people are involved, and what are the things involved. that we can get the water in our house. The people are involved, the people are working in these centers, purification center, all these people are working hard. Even diesel electricity is used to run the pumps to supply water in our house. So it's very important, we must take care of water just as we take care of our valuable things, not to waste water at all. And I hope, children, that you have understood through this lesson that how is the water supply done, and this idea must have become clear. Now just to revise, let us see what have we learned. We need water continuously, so we store water at home. A lid and tap on a water container help to keep the water clean and make it easier to use. If drinking water is not potable, it can cause diseases. Therefore, special care must be taken of drinking water. Cities and towns have water purification centers and distribution systems. If we use water from other sources, we should ensure that it is potable. Obtaining potable water involves labor as well as expense. See, money is spent, people are involved, they're working hard to for us to get potable water. And water should be stored properly and used carefully. And after this, always remember water is valuable. Take good care of it. So I hope, children, that this lesson is very clear to you and you must have understood all that I have taught you today. So to finish with it, we are going to learn the difficult words. And before this, children, I just want to tell you that you write down all the important points that you have learned in this lesson in your notebook. You note it down, you write all the points in your notebook, and also write down the difficult words and learn them. So the first word is contaminated, settlement, Maharashtra, sources, Godavari, Yamuna, situated, machines, storing, prevents, consume, refilling, container, distribution, purification, easier, portable, diseases, obtaining, properly, carefully, expensive, electricity, and diesel. So learn all these words by heart. Thanks for watching.